about it as well. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Chapter 2, you are right. Chapter 2, verse number 222, it says that stay away from women when they have their period. But look how Muhammad, he changed his mind. So he said, نساءكم حرث لكم فآتوا حرثكم أن شئتم. So Muhammad, he learned that the Jews, they say you should stay away from women when they have their period.
Yeah.
In the same chapter, the same verses, look at this. Muhammad, he changed his mind. The man who says to you, stay away from women, a day after he said, your wives are tilth for you, so dig your tilth as you wish. Now, did Muhammad have sex with his wives when they have their period?
I wouldn't have thought so, because obviously it says you can't. So,
What if he did?
well, if he did, then maybe he must have had a revelation that said he can, or maybe he changed his mind.
But I thought it's bad. I thought it's bad. You know, I mean, what's wrong with this God? So is it bad? Is it good? I mean, what is this? So if Allah, he says, stay away from them, it's bad. It's a hurt. So
Oh, yeah.
why he will do it? Let us see if Muhammad did it or not. Can you read it for us?
Yeah, I and the messenger of Allah used to lie in one cloth at night while I was menstruating. If anything from me smeared him, he washed the same place that was smeared, and did not wash beyond it. If anything from him smeared his cloth, his cloth.
All right.
Or his,
So
yeah.
so here now they are sleeping together, right?
Yes.
Okay,
He
but
washed the
it
same
doesn't
place.
it doesn't say that she is having sex yet.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let us see something else because we need to show you more. All right. Let us see what Muhammad he do with his wives. Let's read this one.
It didn't come up yet, but yeah, I think it's
all right. The translation is false. It says yubashiruni. Yubashiruni is doing bashara, I mean he is doing sex, start sex. So
okay.
So he used to yubashiruni during my menstruation.
Right.
All right. And let us see another one.
Oh, wow, okay.
Muhammad, he ordered his wife to put a sheet between her legs so he can fondle her. Let us see this one. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So did I prove that Muhammad he is having sexual relationship with his wife during their menses?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough evidence to suggest that maybe he did.
So here, you see something called hypocrisy, because if I say to my people, stay away from women, it's a hurt, and then I go to my wife and I order her to put a sheet between her legs because she is bleeding, and I fondle my wife, what kind of a man I am? And this is Sahih Hadith.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering, is it because he's like, like a human being like the rest of us, so he just sinned?
Well, isn't it Allah? He said his command to the human being. Shouldn't he follow? Is he a Muslim or not?
Yeah, of course, but maybe
the Muslim, they claim Muhammad is the best of us. Well, the best of you cannot hold his private part. I mean, he have many wives. Go to different wife. This woman, she have her period. You go to different one if you are so horny. I mean, this is animal thing, you know. So, what will happen to a man? I'm single. Am I going to die if I don't have sex tonight? What
I
will
hope
happen to
not.
me? So this is all, we try to give excuses. All of them, they are false. What will happen to
Yeah.
him if he don't have sex with his wife for the coming 4 days? The guy, he have many wives. And if
Mm.
she have a period, go to the other woman. But let us say, for the sake of argument, he have only one woman. What will happen to him? He is a prophet of God.
Mhm.
Can't he have patience until his wife, she is clean? Look how disgusting. In fact, she is bleeding. The blood is coming over her sheet. And now Muhammad, he have the desire to smell the blood and to enjoy it and to fondle her. How that is
Mm.
godly man.
Yeah, that doesn't seem quite very
So
godly.
do you see why he said to you, why you are asking Christian Prince? Because Christian Prince is going to show you the truth. That the truth
Yeah.
is Muhammad is a false man.
Mm.
Yeah, this is not a behavior of a good man.
Mm. No,
Especially he
it
is
doesn't.
especially he's shown hypocrisy. He just made a verse saying, stay away from women when they have their period. And as you see, this is al-Bukhari. Look how many times repeated. 299, 300, 3101. Many hadith in al-Bukhari. All of them reporting the same story.
Did Muhammad really have sex slaves though? Because it doesn't mention that in the Quran. So,
Absolutely.
like,
No, it's mentioned in the Quran. What are you talking about? It says in the Quran, it's made lawful for you, your wives and your slaves.
I don't remember reading that. And I've read the Quran in English.
No problem. You are talking to Christian Prince.
It took me a while to understand what right hand possesses means, to be honest. So,
All right.
like,
Chapter 33, verse number 50, is about what is lawful for your prophet to have sex with. Do you see it says, and whom your captive slave, whom you are right hand possess,
yeah.
whom Allah given to you?
Mm.
So all those women are lawful for Muhammad to have sex with. Nobody left actually in the town.
But
Everybody.
does that just because it's lawful for him, does it mean that he actually had them or
No, no,
he could have?
there's tons of evidence. Muhammad, he have a slave, her name as an example. If you go to chapter of At-Tahrim, and you read verse number 1, you will see it says there that Muhammad, he forbid himself from something. The verse doesn't say. But in fact, it was about his wives. They found him having sex with one of his slaves. Her name is Mary the Cook. She was given to him as a gift from Egypt. So he told his wife to go and visit her father. When she went there, she asked her father if he needed her. He said no. So the woman, she gets suspicious. So went back home right away, and she found Muhammad in the top of the slave. So Muhammad,
Mm.
he swear by Allah, I will never do it again. And then Muhammad,
Hmm.
after he missed this woman, she is blonde, she is very beautiful according to the Muslim interpretation, translation, and
Mm.
explanation. So he could not, keep the promise. So he told him, Allah told me, why you prophet ban yourself from what Allah made lawful for you. However, in the Quran, nowhere it was made lawful for Muhammad to have sex from a slave which is not captured. The Quran speak about capture slave, not just a slave. Muhammad was having sex with just a slave. This woman, she was not captured. She was given to him as a gift.
Mm.
You can read the interpretation about it and you will see what happened. It was about
Yeah,
Mary the Copt.
I think I will because I've read some other hadiths as well recently. Um, so yeah, okay.
So what do you think, about your prophet now?
Well, I don't think he was perfect per se. think it's kind of hard to say that. After, if I'm being completely honest, it's hard to say that he is perfect. It's hard to say that it's an example that I would like to follow, or that I would like my future family to follow, or my current one. But like the some of the things, not all of it, just some of the things, like the lying, or I don't think anyone will have a sex slave in this day and age. It's very, we can't do
But
that.
look, but
But
Amina, look, everything about this man is wrong. I mean, name
yeah,
one thing. Name one thing. You said, yeah, thank you. Everything about him is wrong. So why you want to see yourself a
I
Muslim?
was like, um, yeah, I can't. On top of my head right now, everything that I know about him, all I know that he was the perfect example for mankind, and he was obviously the seal of the prophets,
But is he? Is he?
and
Was
stuff.
it a true or a lie? What perfect example for mankind?
Well, I don't think he is. If I'm being completely honest, I don't. I'm starting to doubt, and some of my doubts have been confirmed, especially with the female circumcision bit, just because I know that there are so many people in my parts of the world, and so many other parts of the world do suffer from that. And I think it's such a heinous thing to do to somebody, especially a woman, any human really. But as a woman myself, I can only identify with those people because I don't know what men feel like. So I would say that I know about Aisha. I've known about Aisha for a very long time. It's not something I would, if I had a daughter, or I wouldn't give her up for marriage to anybody, let alone somebody who's in their 50s. So I can only say that he isn't perfect,
But
and
this,
that I
but
don't
but this is
know.
not about perfect. You just said he is not an example to follow.
No, I no,
Know what?
no, I don't think he is an example that we
Exactly.
should.
So he cannot be a prophet because, you know,
I don't know about back then. Maybe it was worse back then, so maybe they needed someone like him.
Amina,
But I don't think.
do you think that today we don't have people are way better than Muhammad? Are you saying? I mean, this guy I mean, is doomed. Everything wrong about. He went to his own son wife when the husband is not there, and he flirt with her.
Yeah,
So what kind of? I mean, what do you think? What do you think? And be honest with me. If your father-in-law
yeah,
come to your house and he flirt when your husband is not home, what do you think about the father-in-law? What kind of man he is?
yeah. Quite perverted.
What if it's about he is even a friend of your husband? I mean, what kind
Yeah,
of a
that would.
man he would do that? You see, people who do that is people who have zero honor. Because I
Yeah,
honor my friendship, I honor the house, I honor the man I know. Shame on me to go to the house of him when he is not there, and then I flirt with the women, and then I make a verse saying, God told me that this woman is mine.
hmm,
Especially after he announced that this man is my son. From now, he said, Muhammad, Zayd, the son of Muhammad, and Muhammad is the father of Zayd. He is from me, and I am from him, Muhammad said.
mm.
How after that he go and flirt with the wife when the husband is not there?
Yeah. That's really quite bad.
So Muhammad is not about being perfect. Nobody is perfect. Only God is perfect. There's nobody is perfect. We're not
Yeah.
talking about perfection because perfection only. I mean, all of us we are sinners. So,
Hmm.
but to speak about Muhammad, the Muslim, they worship Muhammad. They made him above everything. He is the most amazing. They are talking about him, how white he is, how white his cheek, how white his underarm, how white his excuse me, like his anus, how good he is in bed. I mean, but the qualification of the Prophet in Islam is very weird.
Yeah. Yeah. That I mean, those things that you just said do sound quite like interestingly odd, and it's not really necessarily the things that I think we need in a person to follow. Like, I don't care about
Which one is
whiteness
more
or,
important, sex or prayer?
well, I would think prayer.